Hi everyone, just a quick review of my Salomon Sense Pro 10 set running vest. Purchased this, when was it? Last year in the summer in preparation for the Salisbury Plains 50, my first ultra marathon, which was in August. So probably, I can't remember exactly when I purchased it, but it would have been probably about June, just to start used to running with a vest. I bought a real cheap one from Amazon at the start of the year because I did a self-supported marathon in about March time. Just a 15 or 20 pound effort from Amazon, and it was good. It obviously jangled a lot, and it wasn't perfect, but it definitely got me through that event anyway, that run anyway. But yeah, definitely wanted to level up for the bigger event. A massive fan of Salomon, running their trainers mainly. I've got the two belts. The Sense Pro belts, which I actually bought this first actually, but yeah, the trail gaiters, quite a bit of clothing from Salomon, and also a hiking bag. But yeah, so big fan of the company, which is why I opted for the Sense Pro vest. I think it was pretty much brand new at the time, so that's how long I've had it for. Whenever it came out. It cost about £140. I should know exactly, but it was £130, £140. Bought it from Amazon through Sports Shoes on their Amazon, I believe. But yeah, in terms of use of it, it's been unbelievably good. You've got the two pockets there. I mean, there's been plenty of these reviews, I know there has. A lot of them are in French or Spanish though, and there's a few American ones when they first came out. I think I'm going to start doing my reviews after I've used them for a fair amount of time. I find them way more useful than the unboxing ones. Well, not way more useful, but you know what I mean. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you feel the same. There's just so many pockets. I'm not going to go through them all, but yeah. So your bottles fit into there. Never had a problem with any of the bottles leaking or anything moving. Feel so secure. Don't jingle around so much. I tend to stuff my phone in the side pocket here, that would be just here, so I can sort of grab it when I need it. There are zip pockets, and I've got a big phone. I've got the Samsung S21 Ultra. It just about fits in there, but with the bottle on and with that on, it sort of sticks out a little bit at the front and feel like it looks a little bit weird. So I tend to just jam it down the side. And then these little kangaroo pockets, they're just good for anything. So during the Ultra, in my bag I had the mandatory kit, which for a 50 miler wasn't much, just some plasters and stuff like that. I took a load of wraps, to be fair, which I ended up chucking. It was a bit of a rookie error. All I would do is I'd stuff a couple of bananas down those kangaroo pouches at each aid station, grab a handful of jelly beans, fill up my water, small glass of Coke, and I'd get moving again. And it just really helped me having the vest in order to have the bananas just easy to reach. Then I'd start moving. Normally the aid station would be just before a hill. As soon as I got to the hill, I'd walk the hill, eat the bananas, and I'd be off moving again. And I just didn't have to take it off during the event. So it was amazing, did the trick. One negative thing did happen. I mean, it could have been because I think I'd got my keys in here loose. What I tend to do, I've now bought loads of big Ziploc bags. So everything I put in here, I sort of module it by putting it into a Ziploc bag. But what happened was, really early on actually, I've got this little tear in the, after like one or two uses. I think it was actually before the event, and I believe it's probably because my keys were in there, which was kind of my bad. But for £140, I think you'd expect a little bit better quality. Contacted Salomon directly, sent them a picture in, and they sent me a voucher. Now because it was in such good nick, other than that, and obviously I didn't need a second one of these, I went for because when they send you the voucher, you can order anything from that range. So I ordered a hiking bag, which I'll show you in a little while. But yeah, that's the only negative, and there's been there has been one other issue. I used it just recently to transport my poles. I was at the Wrekin, which is probably the biggest hill near to me in Wolverhampton, until you get to Shropshire, like Longmynd and those kind of places. But I used it to test my poles there, and I was going up and down, just looking at places to carry it. I had carried my poles on my belt a couple of times, worked really well, but I thought I'd try this. There's a couple of places you can secure them. I went for top and bottom, so they're sort of here while you're running. When they were in, they were fine. They didn't jingle around, didn't move around anywhere. Felt really comfortable. There was a bit of concern that I'd have my arms out a bit too far, but I didn't feel like that at all. I don't know whether it looked like that, but it didn't feel like it. Took them off to use going up the hills. Went to put them back on, and when I did, I'll bear in mind I put the little elasticated bits away now. So you've got these elasticated bits that I just keep them in the pockets. They're in here somewhere. So you attach four of those. You attach four of those to the points, which are, let's find them. There. So there's one, and then there's the other. Okay, and then the poles sit between those 2 points. Now, if you look on this side here, as I pulled the poles tight, it just came clean off there. So a little bit frustrating. To be fair, with the bottles and then the poles, it probably wouldn't have been my favourable choice anyway. Where to carry them. I think there's a way of carrying them across the front here. Again, not sure that would work for me, but I will have a go at it at some point. But to be fair, that on the belt, even if I'm carrying the belt just for that purpose, I'd probably do it because they were so comfortable around the waist area, and yeah, it's an important part of my training because I've got a 100-mile event in the summer on the Brecon Beacons, and I definitely will need the poles, so I've got to take them. What I'm also considering is I'm going to trial that a few times. I'm also considering buying the quiver that goes on the back, simply because it could double up for me in terms of using GoPro, because one issue is that when I take my GoPro, I'm always a bit concerned about leaving it in the straps just in case, you know. So I've seen someone use it for that purpose. By the way, this was a medium. I'm a 38 chest now, and it fits literally perfect. Not too big, not too small. There's so many different adjustments anyway. But yeah, highly recommended. It gets obviously dripping wet with sweat when you're moving, but dries off pretty quick. You know, and I mean, I haven't ever filled it properly yet. I've got a couple of recce's for the 100-miler coming up, so I'll probably try and fit all the mandatory kit in. I say I haven't filled it properly. The one day I was commuting and I realised I'd forgot my shoes. Forgot to leave my shoes at work, and I carried some like Marks and Spencer's pretty chunky brogues in a carrier bag inside there, along with a belt, along with drinks and my little first aid kit, and it was no problem whatsoever. No, I mean you can imagine the awkward shape of leather shoes, quite clunky. So yeah, highly recommended. I haven't felt the need to explore any other brands with it. I think if I had to go for another one, I'd go for the same vest or a newer version of the same vest for sure. Thanks for watching.